will be talking about diet and kidney. So once I started to do dialysis, they had to arrange for me to see an OB to figure out what can I eat and what can I not eat. So I was doing the first dialysis I was doing was peritoneal, and then after hemodialysis, so the peritoneal I started to do, which was March 8th, 2018. The peritoneal one I did was 2019, November 20. So then, once I was starting to do the dialysis, when I seen the OB, they were telling me what to eat and what not to eat. So what the doctors and OB was telling me to avoid salty foods like chips. I mean, you can still eat it, but monitory, just once a while. I don't really eat chips, like even pasta, rice. Rice you can eat, but certain foods you need to be careful. I don't even eat that much pasta, not that much. And let's see what else. Then you cannot have raw meat. So if you eat meat, it has to be well cooked. The egg needs to be well cooked, scrambled, sunny side up. So if you're grilling the egg on the pan, it needs to be well cooked, or the food needs to be well boiled. So it has to be very well cooked. Anything like fish, like eggs, meat. So yeah. So my medication too. I took. I don't remember the name of the pill. It's for parasites, so I don't get any parasites. So my body doesn't have any from eating anything raw, like raw meat, raw eggs. So it's to prevent that, because that can also impact your kidney if you're doing dialysis. So, and then with fruits, I wasn't allowed to eat was grapefruit. I wasn't allowed to eat grapefruit. I wasn't allowed to eat pomegranate. I wasn't allowed to eat star fruit, because star fruit, not everybody can eat them. It depends if the person is under certain type of medication. So what else? Then I wasn't allowed to eat radishes. I wasn't allowed to eat horseradishes, any root vegetable, red beets. Let's see what else I wasn't. Then to limit foods like broccoli, I had to limit. Cabbage, I had to limit. Lettuce. So anything that's hard to digest, to limit it. And also some foods are very high in phosphorus. Like to eat bananas, I have to limit it. With fruits, oranges I can eat, but orange juice I cannot have unless I make it myself, which makes no sense. So if I would drink orange juice from the store-bought one, I would need I wouldn't be able to drink it that often or that much, maybe like once a week. But if I make it myself, I can. So why isn't that the same thing with drinking apple juice? And it's not the same. They said you just can't because it has more phosphorus. Um, but how is that different from homemade one? I mean, in food they add more preservatives, right? But they didn't explain properly. Maybe because they don't know themselves, and they just know because it's part of the diet, not the reason why. Then let's see, oysters, shellfish. Yeah, that I have to have it cooked well. Sugar needs to be limited. With sugar, I don't overdo it. I minimum my sugar. So even when I do blood work, they give me when they give me the results of my blood work, they tell me, oh, you know what, your blood sugar is too low. Because most of the time they tell me my blood sugar is too low, or it's at its normal range. So if it's too low, it's okay. I mean, I can still eat a little bit more sugar, but they're not worried like that I'm diabetic, because you need to be careful how much sugar you intake in your body when you are when you have kidney issues. Then yeah, everything else like milk, yogurts, I can have everything else. Just the foods I was mentioning, I'm not allowed to. I can eat them, but I have to limit them. Broccoli, I cannot have. I mean, I can, but it's too high in phosphorus. Um, Food-wise, and then I also took supplements. I when I was doing dialysis, I took stem cell supplement. Then they have Neo 40. I used to take that. Then I used to take cranberry vitamin, garlic, vitamin C, vitamin D, calcium, um, stem cell vitamin. They have that, but those ones are very expensive. What else do they take for vitamins? Um, just a lot of them. I cannot even name them. But yeah, I would take them every day. The doctor would tell me, "Why are you taking vitamins? For what? It's not gonna heal you or anything." Yeah, but I still want to be healthy. And then when I was doing the dialysis, I would do it, the peritoneal, I would do it 3 times a day. No, four. 8, 12, 4, and 8 again. So that was with the peritoneal 4 times a day, Monday to Sunday. So just do it. And then the peritoneal, not the peritoneal, my bad, the hemodialysis was overnight. So they told me that if you do a nighttime dialysis, you're a higher chance of getting a kidney faster. And there's so many tests. There's like 20 tests to do, whichever. And they want ECG done. They want lots of different blood works, and they check your blood pressure if it's good, if you're eating right. So if you follow your diet, your kidney function will elevate, but not drastically. Like you're not gonna take any more medication, but it does help with support of kidney health. So as I was doing the dialysis, I would go I would go there at 8 to the hospital, being driven there, and do the dialysis from 8 till 6 in the morning. So I would wait in the morning to get picked up by handy darts, and then get taken home. And then one day I wouldn't do the dialysis, then the next day. So I was doing it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and yeah, Sunday I wouldn't do it. So, but yeah, for those hours I was sleeping. I was doing the dialysis while sleeping. So at 60 wanted us out, so more people can come in and do the dialysis. So yeah, I covered the vitamins, I covered the diet. So, and then I was researching about kidney cleanses, and what I was doing before I was doing dialysis, or in the beginning of dialysis, what I did was I drank water with baking soda mixed, and then I would just drink it in the morning on an empty stomach, wait a couple hours, and then start eating something. So that helps. I was noticing when I was doing that, my kidney function got slightly up. So that helps. It's a cleansing. So if you're on dialysis, don't you can do it when you're on dialysis, but not as a transplant patient, because then it's gonna be harmful for you. So yeah, I was doing that, and then I was doing constantly researches. What foods are good for kidneys? So what they were saying, from what was said from my research, is that red peppers are good to eat for kidney function, because they're high in vitamin C, and also um, they boost stem cells. Then another food they say is good is cranberry juice. I used to drink that a lot. Raspberries, blueberries is good for blood pressure. Even the doctor said they highly recommend that for people to take if they have issues with high or low blood pressure. It regulates. Then ginger and turmeric. I used to eat rice with the turmeric, cooked in turmeric. So I did a rice diet. It helped at some degree, but still, it didn't make my kidney function race up top. So then when they put you on dialysis, when I forgot to mention that in yesterday's live, is when your kidney function is at 10 percent or below. So in my case, my kidney function was at 8 for me to be put on dialysis. So earlier they cannot do it because uh, why even bother? And then they said that for a certain age you can, like, not everybody's gonna get a kidney transplant. So if somebody's very old, like 80 years old, they're not gonna give a 80-year-old a kidney because when they're that old, 80, 90 years old, they already lived their life. So they're not gonna go and give it to somebody who's old. That's what even I asked, even, does everybody get a kidney even if they've been waiting and doing everything that they asked to? They said no, old people, they don't, because they already lived their life, so they don't want to waste a organ. And they told me that in the hospital. So for me, my kidney donor was not a living person, it was somebody that already died. So when they called me for that I got a kidney, first kidney that they found had a blood infection. So they asked me, do you want it? I said, no, I don't want it if it's infected. And they said, well, we can give you probiotics. I don't care about the probiotics. I want a healthy kidney. So they're like, okay, then they called me again and they said, hey, we got your kidney. So yeah, I had the procedure done, the kidney transplant, and I recovered fast. After 4 days, I was out of the hospital, and then I started to enjoy my life more. I mean, I wasn't so depressed. I was depressed before, for childhood depression and other things, but once I got the kidney, my depression started to uplift a bit more. So okay, now with I will make another video furthermore about this. I just thought today to do about diet. So, and then there was the kidney diet once you have a kidney transplant. So with a kidney transplant, there's also some differences, like tea in general I cannot have unless it's black tea, or if I take mint and ginger and I boil it and then I drink it. Because when I was doing dialysis, I was allowed to drink tea, but I wasn't allowed to drink coffee. Now I can drink coffee, but I'm not allowed to drink tea unless I make my own. So that's because I told them I love tea. Why can I not have tea? You can have black tea. But then I'm like, who nowadays drinks black tea? Not many people do. It's not that yummy. So yeah, it's a shame I cannot have tea anymore, but that's okay. At least I can have coffee. I can have some sort of caffeine. But yeah, like diet wise, that's the only thing that changed with the coffee and with the tea. But the diet is for transplant and non-transplant the same, from what I know, from what they told me. And yeah, so pork I don't eat, which anyways, it's up to the people if they want to eat pork or not. Because my husband's his uncle was donating a friend's kidney, and he was saying that too about, oh, his friend, he donated him a kidney, and that his uncle gave his friend a kidney, the uncle's friend. So and then they were saying in Mexico, the doctors, they say not to eat pork as when you receive a kidney. But I don't eat pork because I cannot really tolerate eating pork. It's I have stomach food sensitivity, so some certain foods I eat make my stomach hurt. So I don't eat everything I supposed to. Some stuff I don't even eat, that I get really bad stomach cramps. Let's see what else. well, they want you to stay fit, exercise. I go for walks. I check my blood pressure. My blood pressure now is good. It's at between 116 to 127. Doesn't get any higher. It's where it should be. My weight is good. I'm eating good because before when I got sick, I wasn't eating anything. I wasn't eating for 2 weeks when I had the heart infection. I was mentioning that in a previous video. Let's see what else. Vitamins, diet. Um, I think that's it. If I think about something else that just randomly pops up, I can just add that to another video for tomorrow. So anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was helpful. So yeah, thank you for watching.